Welcome, welcome to Stardew Valley. We created a new character and we're gonna go with a new farm. Are we actually? I thought we were gonna do the hilltop farm. Yeah. A rocky terrain and a winding river make it difficult to design your farm. However, a mineral deposit provides mining opportunities. Sounds interesting. We're gonna make a character here. Her name is Aubrey. The farm's name is Spiderweb Farm. Her favorite thing is cake, and she likes cats. And she is a person who has ginger hair and green eyes. Excellent. Here we go. 20 years later, at Joja Corp, whose catchphrase seems to be "Join us, thrive." All these people working away, wasting away their lives in front of these computers. They all look so unhappy, except for that one guy who seems to be on Adderall with a cowboy hat, licking his lips in anticipation. And there's me, closing my eyes. I look very tired. I've been overworked. And look, I'm very anxious about the situation. I stare up at my computer monitor, and for a moment I remember my grandfather's words, and I reach down and I open the envelope. Dear Aubrey, if you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I'd lost sight of what mattered most in life, real connections with other people and nature. So I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. I've enclosed the deed to that place, my pride and joy, Spiderweb Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley on the southern coast. It's the perfect place to start your new life. This was my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. I know you'll honor the family name, my dear. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. P.S. If Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will ya? The screen fades to blue. We're on a bus ride now. We're heading to Stardew Valley. In the distance, many mountains covered in grass, a very strange occurrence, as most mountains are made of stone, and there's not actually enough dirt for grass to grow up at the peaks. Nevertheless, this place is so fertile that grass can grow even on the peaks of the mountain range, 0.5 miles away from Stardew Valley. There also appears to be an invasion of brown songbirds. Perfect. Hey, there's me. And it's Robin. Robin has greeted me. She's saying, "Hello, you must be Aubrey." "I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's there right now, tidying things up for your new arrival. The farm's right over here if you'll follow me." She walks off, leading me into the distance. We walk up to the farm. It looks nice. It's very green. Robin is sort of happily introducing me. This is Spiderweb Farm. What's the matter? She asks. Sure, it's a bit overgrown, but there's some good soil underneath that mess. With a little dedication, you'll have it cleaned up in no time. She looks very serene. She believes what she's saying. And here we are, your new home, she says, laughing to herself. And Lewis comes out the front door. How does he have a key to my house? Who knows? Ah, the new farmer, he says. Welcome, I'm Lewis, mayor of Pelican Town. You know, everyone's been asking about you. It's not every day that someone new moves in. It's quite a big deal, he says. He looks at the house. So, you're moving into your grandfather's old cottage. It's a good house, very rustic, he says. We all look at the house and contemplate his thinly veiled insult. Rustic? That's one way to put it, Robin says. Crusty might be a little more apt, though, she says. Rude, says Lewis. Aubrey stares at Lewis. Don't listen to her, Aubrey. She is just trying to make you dissatisfied so that you buy one of her house upgrades, says Lewis. Robin shudders at the thought. Humph, she says. Anyway, you must be tired from the long journey. You should get some rest, he continues. Tomorrow you ought to explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. The townspeople would appreciate that, he says. And he stomps away into the distance. But he stops and looks back. Oh, I almost forgot. If you have anything to sell, just place it in this box here. I'll come by during the night to collect it. Wait a second, Aubrey thinks to herself. Lewis, you'll come by here during the night to collect it. Why during the night? Shouldn't you be sleeping, Lewis? Why are you coming by in the middle of the night to sell things that I should have sold to merchants? Isn't that a little bit vampire-y, Lewis? Lewis? Hello? Well, good luck. And he turns around and he heads away, and Robin also heads away without saying goodbye. It's okay though. We like Robin. She's an eccentric. Holy shit! What's that? I awaken in my bed. I look around. I find a present on the ground. What the fuck is that? Parsnip seeds! Holy shit! I've received 15 parsnip seeds! Here's a little something to get you started. Mail Lewis. I have a quest. Getting started. If you want to become a farmer, you have to start with the basics. Use your hoe to till the soil, then use a seed packet on the tilled soil to sow a crop. Water every day until the crop is ready to harvest. Excellent. There's some sort of gem on the table here. I've picked it up. It's a small crystal. It's furniture. It can be placed inside the home and nothing else useful happens with it. Perfect. I'm just running around. It's 6:40 a.m. and I have 500 golds. Let's see, introductions. It would be a nice gesture to introduce yourself around town. Some people might be anxious to meet the new farmer. I've greeted 2 of the 28 people. Let's watch Living Off the Land on the television. This one's for all you greenhorns out there. Chop wood and search for wild forage to earn some cash while waiting on your first harvest, it says. Thanks. Thanks, person, whoever you are. Let's see, what's my luck for today? The day is neutral today. Fine. That's fine. Alright, I step out of my house. I look around. Seems to be a nice grassy area. Pardon me. To the left of my house, there's there's some stuff on the ground. I accidentally didn't pick that up. Let's mine some of these rocks. Oh my god, this is exciting! A new place! Let's look at the map. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, I see what's going on. So the map is the same for every farm you pick. It's just your farm itself that changes. Perfect. Okay. So, Aubrey heads down a staircase into a sandy, dirty area, populated mainly by yellow and purple butterflies, trees, shrubs, and rocks. Aubrey makes her way down to what looks like a river. She actually has a river on her property. How nice! Oh, that's perfect. Oh, this is beautiful, isn't it? Oh, she even has a bridge. Oh, this is fantastic. It's absolutely, utterly fantastic. Look at this. We can just harvest all of this stuff. We can harvest all of this wood. I can harvest all of these rocks. And we can get on with our... And she can get on with her life. She can explore. She can clear things up. She can lose bits of wood that fall into the river. But that's not a problem. Oh, look! She thinks to herself. Up there's a little copper geode. Oh. And then she promptly gets stuck trying to cross a bridge, blocked by a stump that is too strong to break with my axe. It's too strong to break with Aubrey's axe. She feels a little bit sad about this. Why can't I get past this? I wonder if I can get by any other way. So she heads down in the other direction and attempts to locate the southern tip of her farm. She comes to a southern tip-like area, crosses the border into the region below. She wanders out into the area below her farm, to the south, rather, finds some more logs just sitting on the ground. Excellent, no one's gonna miss these logs, she thinks to herself, and she uses her axe and chops the logs, and they come flying up into the air towards her. She deftly just snatches them out of the air, these entire logs. Probably more like sticks, honestly. They come flying up out of the ground, and she just snatches them out of the air with her fists. Perfect. She heads over this direction and finds a house. Whose house is this? It's locked. Only Leah's friends can enter uninvited, it says. She's not exactly sure what that means. Oh shit, somebody just came out. Ooh, what? Hello? Hello, it's nice to meet you, Leah says. You picked a good time to move here. The spring is lovely, she continues. Aubrey looks at Leah expectantly, expecting more of a response than that, but Leah has finished speaking and is no longer saying anything else. So Aubrey continues on and finds what looks like a blonde girl in a blue and pink outfit. Oh, you're that new farmer girl or whatever, aren't you? She says. What? Huh? Oh, I'm Haley, she says, with a sort of deliberately sultry voice. Haley appears to be a very pretentious blonde girl with a blue necklace. She's laughing now. If it weren't for those horrendous clothes, you might actually be pretty. Actually, never mind. She turns around and says nothing more. Aubrey, feeling a little bit slighted by Haley, turns the other direction and moonwalks away. She comes upon a red-headed girl sitting in a field of grass next to a tree, kneeling down and staring off into the distance. She talks to this young red-headed girl. Hi, says Penny. Oh, did you want something? Says Penny. She will no longer respond to any prodding. She no longer has anything to say. Fine. Aubrey continues on, completely allowing this event to wash over her. She finds someone else walking by. It's Marnie. Ah, Mayor Lewis told me you just arrived. I'm Marnie, she says. Hello? I sell livestock and animal care products at my ranch. You should swing by sometime, she says. She has nothing else to say. Excellent. Well, Marnie, I may just do that. I may just come by your farm and buy some animal care products. What the fuck am I doing? Asks Aubrey to herself. Who are all these people? What am I doing here? Why do I have these parsnip seeds? Why do I have this horseradish? She continues on exploring the area. She goes into a saloon where she meets a strange mustachioed man behind the bar. Well, hello there. I'm Gus, chef and owner of the Stardrop Saloon. Nice to meet you, Gus. Hey there, Aubrey. I'm glad to see you. You're always welcome here, says Gus. Good. Aubrey speaks to him again, and he says exactly the same thing. She speaks to him again, and he says exactly the same thing. There appears to be something wrong with this man. She speaks to him from a different location this time, and finds just an absolute wealth of all kinds of shit. Holy crap! I can learn how to make a maki roll. That sounds amazing. I want to become a sushi chef, says Aubrey to herself in her own mind. She's very excited about becoming a sushi chef. In fact, she really likes the idea of living on a farm and growing her own ingredients and then becoming a really amazing chef. Her ultimate goal, I think, is to meet all of these people and then win them over with her amazing cooking. She finds a calendar with some people's birthdays written on them. Hey, look! Lewis's birthday is on the 7th. She thinks, I should think about what to get him for his birthday. She goes on. She then looks through her mental notebook of all the people that she's met. I wonder what all these people would like for their birthdays. As she contemplates these things, she moves on and picks up a daffodil and cuts down some plants with her scythe in the middle of the park. This appears to be an area where children are playing, and Aubrey is just running around with her scythe, chopping things down, picking up flowers, generally being a nuisance, and causing problems for everyone. She comes across a small wooden fenced enclosure with a rock blocking the entrance. She thinks. I'm a bit of a troublemaker, she goes on. She pulls out her pickaxe, looks directly at the rock, and then heaves the pickaxe over her head and smashes the rock. I'm sure someone didn't put that there, as she casually uses her scythe to cut down literally every plant in this enclosure. A small frog, or maybe that was like a chameleon, gets wind of what she's doing and runs the fuck away because it's terrified of her. She's now faced with the difficult decision. Will she keep mixed seeds? Or will she keep coal? Actually, she decides to throw away the coal. Perfect. Coal is now on the ground. And she proceeds to pick up another daffodil. She turns like a whole 160 degrees in order to head straight towards another daffodil. Yet again. Fucking holy shit. Fucking fantastic. She's so happy. Aubrey is just elated. She sees a blue-haired woman going into a saloon, and she sees a brown-haired woman sitting down on a park bench, and she sees the same redheaded woman from before, the one who had basically ignored her from being so aloof, and decides that this red-haired woman should probably receive a daffodil. So Aubrey walks straight up to the red-headed woman and gives her a daffodil. Thanks, this looks nice, she says. And she says nothing else. Perfect. Excellent. Aubrey stomps away in the exact opposite direction. She encounters another woman coming by. Oh my god, she has very intense makeup. She has intense eyeshadow. It's very purple. Hey kid, the name's Pam, she says. She stops and looks at Aubrey. Don't be a jerk and we'll get along fine, she says. Okay, Pam, says Aubrey. She stands a little bit concerned, just feeling just a little bit dirty after that encounter. She's not exactly sure who Pam is, but she knows that she's not really excited about getting to know Pam in depth. She notices a guy wearing a, what do you call it? Letterman jacket. And she talks to him. Hey, you're the new girl, huh? I think we're gonna get along great. I'm Alex. I'll see you around, he says. Perfect. I will see you around, Alex. Some random dude in a blue robe walks past, and she stops him. She puts her hand on his shoulder, and surprised, he sort of spins around, as if to say, who the fuck just touched my shoulder? And he says, I don't know you. Why are you talking to me? A long moment passes, and Shane turns 180 degrees and goes straight into the saloon, presumably to drink his troubles away, whatever they may be. Perfect. Aubrey is feeling just a little bit like there are some mixed feelings here. She's not exactly sure how to feel. And she just goes into the first building that she sees, and it happens to be what looks like a grocery store. There's some potatoes and random bins full of variously colored items, and there's a guy sitting here in the aisle. Hey, it's Miss Aubrey, the new farmer. I'm Pierre, owner of the local general store, he says. If you're looking for seeds, my shop is the place to go. I'll also buy produce from you for a good price, he continues. A little agriculture could really inject new life into the local economy, he says randomly for no reason. Aubrey stares at him as he sits there breathing heavily. Randomly, he decides to turn and stare back at the shelves and then just walk away. Ooh, it appears that there is a backpack upgrade here on the counter, which I can purchase for 2,000 golds. Oh shit, I definitely don't have that much money, says Aubrey. I wonder where this Pierre guy is going, and she wonders. She decides to follow him. She stalks after Pierre. She hides behind a corner, waits for him to go around the other corner, follows him, waits behind this corner, and decides to confront Pierre. Pierre is obviously some sort of malcontent. He's obviously some sort of bad person. Pierre! Oh, she can't speak to Pierre. She faces straight through Pierre. He is not even there. He is a ghost. Pierre is a ghost. Aubrey looks into the refrigerator and discovers that it is full of fresh veggies. She finds a note on the table and decides to snoop around like a crazy person. To Mr. Pierre, it pains me to be the bearer of bad news, but I feel obligated to inform you of a recent development most threatening to your livelihood. Jojaco has decided to expand into Pelican Town. It's too late for protest. Joja builders have already broken ground for the new Joja Mart. This must be devastating news for you. So many years in business, a local standby, and now obscured by the shadow of a powerful, efficient, economically viable corporation. What a shame! As manager of the new Joja Mart, I feel to some degree personally responsible for your predicament. As such, I'd like to offer you a position as assistant grocer. Wages start at 5 gold an hour. I look forward to seeing your resume. Mr. Morris, manager, Pelican Town Joja Mart. Aubrey sees this letter, reads it, and is just filled with disgust, because 5 gold is basically like 10 cents in this economy. She looks in her pouch, sees that she has 500 gold, thinks, well, I could probably buy a single beer with that. It's really not. It's more like $5. 5 gold an hour is really more like 5 cents an hour, she goes on in her own mind. Not really noticing the presence of a green-haired woman with a dress in this very same room as she is. She sort of snaps her head around. Oh, there's a person. And then she goes up and says hello. It's Caroline. Hello, you must be Aubrey, the new farmer. I'm Caroline, she says. My husband runs the general store here. And have you met my daughter, Abigail? She's the pale one with the purple hair. I have not met Abigail yet. Shoot. Who are you? Caroline. I have not met Abigail yet, Caroline. Purple hair, you say? Maybe she got the tendency to dye her hair from you, who has green hair. She thinks to herself. She doesn't say that out loud because she feels like maybe that would be a bit insulting. Well, being that it is very dark, Aubrey turns around, exits the store, exits Pierre's general store, and decides to head straight back toward her farm, Spiderweb Farm. She moves up toward Spiderweb Farm and heads straight inside the door and goes straight to bed. Excellent. Go to sleep for the night? Heck yeah. And she sleeps, excellent sleeps, and wakes up the next morning reinvigorated.